Can I tell you something you might not realize? The Mercedes G-Wagon is one of the best cars on the planet. Now, I know some of you think it's just a glitzy box on wheels designed to shuttle celebs to the red carpet or home from overpriced grocery stores. And yes, it certainly does that. But the magic of the G-Wagon is that it's also one of the most capable off-roading machines out there. The Geländewagen is a true body-on-frame beast of a machine that started life as a military vehicle, but went civilian back in 1979. Over the course of that time, Mercedes has seen its G-Wagon evolve over just 2 different generations. Until today, that is, where the 2025 Mercedes G-Wagon now marks the start of the 3rd generation. Now, there have been updates along the way, of course, but the G-Wagon evolution has been a slow burn. If you aren't a fan of this truck, you'd assume this new one looks the same as the old one. And 2 fans of this truck, that's part of the appeal here. However, there are a few differences with respect to the exterior design. The front and rear bumpers are changed, the grille has been updated, and there's a little bit of a rear roof spoiler that helps with aero. Any help is probably appreciated on this high horsepower brick. On the inside, Mercedes gives the 2025 G-Wagon the MBUX UI system for the first time. You also get keyless entry, climate-controlled cup holders, and the always wonderful Burmeister 3D surround sound audio system. One of the best bits of simple audio remains unchanged though, and that would be the noise these things make when you shut the door. The 2025 G550 is still a bank vault on wheels, and that closing door sound is proof positive of that. The big bit of news here on the G550, however, is the powertrain change. The V8, sadly, has gone away. That's a bummer since part of the overall appeal of this thing is the low grumble from the engine. Still, Mercedes is swapping in an engine that delivers a healthy power jump over the outgoing mill. The 2025 G550 has a 3-liter turbocharged inline-6 under the hood. It's paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid setup, which in total doles out 443 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. There's a 9-speed automatic backing this up, and power is sent out to all 4 wheels. Of course, since it's a G-Wagon, you also have a proper transfer case, a solid rear axle, and a truck that's ready to clamber over any obstacle in its way, be it the curbs at Gelson's or actual rocks. It helps that this thing is still triple locked, so you can put the power exactly where it needs to be. Mercedes also has plenty of cameras and onboard data, so you know exactly what's going on when you're out on the trail. The off-road cockpit feature displays a compass, your altitude, steering angle, tire pressure, and which diffs might be locked. Then you can also utilize the transparent hood feature, which can help you see over a crest or what you're driving over so you know where you should be putting those tires. Speaking of the tires, there are new wheel designs on offer, and while it's nice that Mercedes offers a 20-inch setup, it's still excellent to see an 18-inch wheel wearing all-terrain tires. That's the proper look for a machine like this. Now, if after hearing all of that you are still upset about the loss of the V8 in the G550, I get it. But the AMG side of the family still has you covered. The G63 is also updated for 2025. It gets all the tech updates like the G550, but you get a few more AMG-specific style elements like unique bumpers, the AMG crest on the hood, a silver fuel filler cap, and larger wheel options. But the best bit is, of course, the twin-turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine. The AMG G63 is also working in concert with a 48-volt hybrid setup. Total power output on this one is 577 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque, which AMG says is enough to have this physics-defying machine rip from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.2 seconds. Both versions are as excellent on the road as they are off of it. The AMG version can take things a step further though with the optional active ride control system that makes use of hydraulic stabilizers, adaptive dampers, and adaptive shocks. It's basically the McLaren 750S of the off-road world. The move to added electrification is a sign of what's to come with the G-Wagon. Mercedes is prepping what will likely be called the EQG, and that one too will be a body-on-frame vehicle with the same great off-road chops, and it will likely have even more power compared to the AMG G63. More on that one when Mercedes starts to share the info. For now, the 2025 G550 and G63 are set to hit dealer lots in the second half of 2024. No word on price just yet, but the 2024 models start at $144,000 and $184,000 respectively. These new ones will likely land a few grand over those prices. Tons of money? Absolutely. One of the all-time great machines that's so much more than an escape hatch for celebrities? Without question.